In step with the large-scale exploration missions to Mars, a number of groundbreaking discoveries are coming to the fore, some of which shed a completely new light on the world-famous Red Planet. In fact, it has only been a few months since a photograph taken by NASA's Curiosity rover added another entry to the list of extraordinary Martian discoveries. Now you can find out which unusual formations the unmanned land vehicle came across, and what other discoveries on the Red Planet have also caused incredulous amazement. Excited about the most breathtaking phenomena, discoveries, and spectacles in the universe? Then don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates on these thrilling topics. Feel free to give our video a thumbs up to show us you like our content. Stunning Martian clouds. If you take a look at the recently released image from the Curiosity rover, you might think that the complex piece of technical equipment had just been in a rocky region of our home planet when the picture was taken. In reality, the image, which is composed of 21 individual photos, shows a section of the Gale crater on Mars. It's not the impressive rock formation in the foreground that amazed the experts, however, but the unusual cloud structures behind it. The fact that the cloud wisps form regularly in the sky above the Red Planet was not a new discovery. It was rather the advanced time of formation of the clouds that held the terrestrial experts spellbound. In fact, researchers discovered 2 years ago that the Martian clouds were forming much earlier than experts had predicted. For this reason, the researchers had high hopes that Curiosity would capture the breathtaking formations in detail in the following Martian annual cycle, and the renowned scientists were not to be disappointed. In fact, the thin, icy clouds on Mars showed up as early as January of this year. The special feature? Due to their natural, icy nature, the formations are capable of scattering incoming sunlight in the most colorful facets. This color diversity, which ranges from red to green to bluish-violet tones, has also delighted terrestrial researchers. These objects are clearly different from the conventional Martian clouds, which can be observed much more frequently on the Red Planet. The structures containing water ice form almost 40 miles above the surface of the Red Planet, and thus much higher than their counterparts. Meanwhile, the breathtaking clouds radiate their greatest galactic beauty shortly after sunset on Mars. Whenever the last light of the day hits the ice crystals in the clouds, they are brightly illuminated. In the process, some of these clouds even appear somewhat iridescent, meaning that they are in the iridescent color spectrum of rainbows. Moreover, this circumstance suggests that the sparkling clouds were just forming at the time the images were taken. Discoveries of this kind prove to us once again the galactic beauty inherent in the structures of the universe. Proof for the former existence of a river. The discovery of the iridescent Martian clouds was by far not the only discovery that the Curiosity rover was able to make during its mission. Since the NASA land vehicle was set down on the surface of Mars on August 6, 2012, it has already delivered several startling findings that help to better understand the current nature as well as the past of our galactic neighbor. One of the most groundbreaking discoveries was made by the rover shortly after it landed. It didn't take long before the land vehicle took pictures of conspicuously rounded pebbles. What at first glance might appear to be a conventional geological feature, in fact, hides a real sensation. More detailed investigations brought the realization that the pebbles are part of an ancient, but now dried-up riverbed. Scientists could prove by this discovery not only that the Red Planet once hosted flowing rivers, but could also determine the former depth as well as the flow speed of the Mars River on the basis of the differing composition of the pebbles. This suggests that the river once flowed at a leisurely pace of about 3 feet per second and was about ankle to hip deep. The discovered pebbles were carried along by the river for several miles. However, the experts were unable to reconstruct how long the body of water existed. It seems likely that the Martian River washed over the surface of the Red Planet for at least a few months. Was there once life on Mars? The discovery of the former river, in turn, fueled a pressing question that has been troubling both experts and interested laymen for countless decades. Does Mars provide the appropriate conditions for the emergence of living things? The sensational answer to this question is, in the past, it did. According to this, the data transmitted by the Curiosity rover led to the conclusion that ancient Mars once possessed a chemical composition that favored the existence of microbes. To arrive at this conclusion, the rover took a sample from a special mudstone, which is located in the so-called Yellowknife Bay in the Gale crater. Chemical analysis revealed that the sample taken contained traces of nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen, phosphorus, and carbon. The comparatively low salt content also led the experts to the assumption that a body of water once flowed in the region in question, which may even have been drinkable. Mysterious methane increase. It's not only the composition of the Martian surface, but also the composition of the planet's atmosphere that provides important information about the characteristics of the celestial body. Curiosity once located an unusual temporary increase in methane in the Martian atmosphere. Since the organic chemical dropped again shortly after its rise, experts suspect that there must have been a local source that caused the natural phenomenon. In principle, there are many different potential origins for this. In addition to biological sources, non-biological sources such as the interaction of rocks and water could also be responsible for the process. But living organisms are also capable of producing methane. That organic matter undoubtedly exists on the red planet was proven by a Curiosity soil sample christened Cumberland. Whether the organic molecules discovered originate from Mars itself or were brought to the planet by a meteorite will be investigated in greater detail in future studies.